Howdy y'all, Fuzzy Biker here. Look what we're going to hop on today. This is quite a machine. It's got a little bit of a story. I'll tell you about it as we ride. Equipment we've been working on it. This is a bike that's a work in progress. I have not ridden this thing before. It has to be in neutral to start. Key is down here on this one. I think he said this was the start button. This has got S&S cams, which Baxter Cycle does have right now in stock. I don't think they have that many sets, 3 or 4 maybe. And then it's got the Revelry intake system, that 40mm intake system. That is really, that's the brass band on this one. Diablo pipes. Wow, it really pops. It really pops. Mirror down there. We are here at Baxter Cycle in the mighty metropolis of Marnie, Iowa. Right there. If you're in the market for a new or used Royal Enfield, Triumph, classic British bike of any type, get yourself down here. Boy, the clutch is a little different on this one. I have to get used to that. He must have did some real work on that. This is a bike that's been worked on over the years quite a bit. Good friend of mine's toy. I like it a lot. First time I've ridden it. Wow, it sounds good. It sounds real good. Really has a bark. It's got some real tall tires on it. I like it. I like it. Let's see how she does on the spin test here. 55.1 inch wheelbase is stock. That's about 1400 millimeters. Look at that, huh? Me gusta mucho. This is really nice. She really pops. This one really pops. What a machine! What a machine! Oh my goodness, this is a hoot. We found the rev limiter. She gets there quick. The tires are an interesting feel. It's got those old-fashioned tires. We'll stop and take a look at that here in a minute. Wow, this thing. It pops. Those pipes, you know, it's a 2-to-2 system, Diablo system, from the head all the way back to the tailpipe. Very good sound. This is a screaming machine, my friends. A screaming machine. I wonder if I have enough fuel in it to go down the highway. Hola, amigo. Let's go make some noise. It just flies. It just flies. Pickup is amazing. Absolutely incredible acceleration. Rev limiter. What a machine! What a machine! Absolutely impressed by this. Lots of good low-end torque, mid-range torque, lots of good torque. And boy, does she sing a good song. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. What a bark. What a bark. Do a little spin test here. Got those heavier tires on it. Hey, we got a car coming from the other way. Let's We'll clear up for that one, huh? All right, if y'all are ever in Marnie, Iowa, get yourself up here to the Derailed Grill right there. Good eats, good eats. Wow, this thing is fun. Possibly the most responsive Interceptor I've ridden yet. I would say definitely. She really barks. She really barks. Handling's a little interesting in that it's got those tall tires on it. This has a YSS suspension on the rear and progressive springs on the front with the adjustable, I think it's preload right there. So he's done a bit of work to that. I'm not sure if he's done anything to the brakes. Maybe changed the brake pads. Brakes are 320mm disc on the front, floating disc with a 2-piston Revelry. Rear would be a 240mm disc with a single piston Revelry. I like this. I like this a lot. What a bike. What a bike. You know what? We're making a lot of noise here in town. I better, we're going to settle down. We are going to settle down or we're going to rile the locals. The natives will get upset. What a bike. What a bike. In stock form, the front suspension is about 4.3 inches. That's about 109mm. And the rear in stock form is about 89mm, which is about 3.5 inches. I love the way this thing handles. No traction control. Boy, does she bark. Boy, does she bark. Weight in stock form is about 213 kilograms or about 470 pounds. This one is substantially lighter. Everything's been stripped off, changed with aluminum. You know, the bike is probably, I bet it's closer to 400 pounds. Less than 200 kilograms. Loads of fun to ride. Very responsive. I'm just totally impressed with it. You know what? Let's pull it over and we'll get the other camera out and do a little talk. Kind of go over what has been done. What a bike. What a motorcycle. I do not want to get off this thing. Do I ever want to get off a motorcycle? I mean, really? Look at that beautiful Triumph. Okay, let's get this thing parked and get the other camera out and see what we can learn. Wahoo! All right, y'all, that was quite a treat, quite a treat. Look at this hot rod. I don't even know where to start. I just had a ball riding it. Everything about this is a step above anything else I've ever ridden Interceptor-wise. It's just an amazing machine. It's got quite a story to go with it. I'm really not sure where to start. I'll tell you right now, it started out as a Continental GT and has been turned into an Interceptor, but we'll get back to that in a bit. So what is an Interceptor? It's a 648cc, air-cooled, oil-cooled, parallel twin, there's the oil cooler, 4 valves per cylinder, single overhead cam with a 6-speed transmission. Those of you that watch me know that I love the transmission and engine combination. It just seems to be perfect. In stock form, it puts out about 47 horsepower, I think. 39 foot-pounds of torque. That's about 53 newton meters. This is far from stock, and we'll get into that here in a second. Well, you know what? Let's just jump right into that. The big thing that he did to this, a couple things. One is he put a set of S&S cams in there, and I'll get into the details of that in another video. We'll learn more about that later. And that really made this thing sound different and jump and perform and do all kinds of neat stuff. The other big thing he did was this Revelry racing intake system, 40mm intake system. You know, it's made out of a piece of billet aluminum. It's a company in Australia. They've got a great YouTube presence that you need to check out. Got these pod filters. Got this Diablo pipe. Starts up here, goes all the way, cat's gone, all that neat stuff. Beautiful sound. I think the restrictors are still in it. But anyway, just fabulous. Other things have been done to the engine to make it go. And I can't remember all the little details he was telling me about. A lot of things have been unhooked, a lot of things have been tuned differently, changed up a little bit. It's a real work of art, real work of what a guy like me calls a work of art. You know, it's just a lot of neat stuff that's happened. A little bit about the front end. So everything's polished. He polished the rims. I think they started out as black. They're aluminum. Polished the, took the coatings off of this. He wanted that look. Jumping up here, you know, the headlight bucket. This is the high-low switch here now. These special brackets, Diabolo or whatever, blinkers right here. He's got progressive springs in here with compression adjusters right here that he's added. Jumping up here to the bars. Left blinker, right blinker, start button. I don't know what that is. Horn. Got these nifty Biltwell, I think these are Biltwell grips. Maybe they're not. They look like it though. This is a monotone product here. This is a Biltwell whiskey throttle right here. He stripped all this off. You know, he's trying to get to as much shiny stuff as possible. I mean, look at this. This cable here runs through the bars. Neat little mirror, and that mirror actually works, by the way. Relocated the ignition and the gauges, of course, here. Custom made bracket to hold the gauges. I do like the gauges on the right versus the left for some reason. You know, that's because I'm right-handed or not, but isn't that neat how he's done that? Just beautiful. Stripped everything out of here. Did this all on his own. No kit. Made a plate to go back here. The battery. He's going to relocate that yet. He has a plan for that and all this stuff. You know, with any race bike, the guy's got all kinds of things he's going to do, have done, and are going to do. YSS suspension on the back. He just readjusted these right before I rode it. These beautiful tall tires. It says 4.5 by 18. Beautiful, aren't they? Shinkos, I think. Let's see if we can find a yeah, Shinko right there. Absolutely gorgeous. Very tall, very good looking. He's got these stainless fenders on here. Notice the clearance here. We were talking about that. If he was going to do much gravel, he'd raise these up a little higher, I think he said. Jumping back here again. Again, the stainless steel fender back here. Look at the blinkers back here. Those are metal, by the way. They're not plastic. So if you're going to have them there, that's a good place to have metal. Love the little tail light. Let's see if we can turn that on. Yeah, look at that. Isn't that neat? Very nice. And then jumping up here to the front, the headlight. Oh, a little crack in it. He dropped the bike last night, so they've been working on this all night long to get it ready for today. They put the cams in and the Revelry intake system on it last night. So this is really a first day riding things. You know, they've been trying to get it all tuned up today, and they've done a pretty good job. But of course, there's always more room for more. But what a machine, huh? What a machine! I love it. Aftermarket seat, MK Designs probably. I thought it was comfortable. This is the kind of bike where, you know, you want a flat seat where you can move back and forth and do all kinds of neat stuff. Just a remarkable amount of work everywhere, isn't it? Just absolutely amazing. So why did he start with a Continental GT? Well, the bike had been in an accident, and so he got it that way, and because of that, he's been able to just, he got a lower price, been able to do all kinds of things with it. You know, he was showing me the seat pops off, the ECUs right up here. All kinds of neat things. Loads of ways to go to. Now, he was also telling me about future plans on this, and I really don't want to get into those. We'll surprise you with another video on that. But just a really nifty job on everything. And in riding it, it's so responsive. I have driven a lot of Interceptors, dozens of them, and they're all fun. Every single one of them. I just love this. Everything from bone stock, like that one over there, to something like this. They're just a ball. They're an absolute ball. Look at the little scrambler one over there. And this one is by far the most reactive, I would say. I didn't really top it out or anything like that, but I will tell you that she did pick up quickly, and the back tire was easy to make rotate. Precision, Enfield precision chain guard right there. He did have to add length to the chain, had to move the tire back. When he got the little speed, the tire grows. They're getting tire rub back there. So that was another thing they had to do. But really just quite a beautiful machine, isn't it? I really love this braided line stuff that they've got going on here. He's talking about relocating the master cylinder too. That was another interesting thing he was telling me about. And like I said, we'll come back to this bike later. There's a lot to see here. You know, this is an example of what you can do with an Interceptor. I mean, look at this. This is a close to stock Interceptor. You know, a beautiful bike and right there on its own. And this is what kind of magic can be done. You know, another example of the magic that can be done with an Interceptor. And they're affordable bikes to buy and they're affordable bikes to modify. There's just a lot you can do with these hot rods. Absolutely love one. And I really don't know why I don't have one. I gotta get one, I think. I just gotta get one. I gotta figure out how to make that happen, my friends. Anyway, if y'all are interested in a beautiful Royal Enfield like this, or of any other type, a new or used Triumph Royal Enfield, classic British type bike, need parts, accessories, backpack, shoes, anything at all, get over to baxtercycle.com. T-shirts, got that new Wahoo t-shirt. And anyway, get over to baxtercycle.com and get yourself some of that hot rod stuff. Now, life is good. I'm gonna go out and ride my bike. Y'all do the same. Wahoo!